Welcome back to another episode of Bridging the Gap. So we found out last week or the week before, I think it was last week, that WNBA star Britney Griner was sentenced to 9 years in a Russian jail for having two vape cartridges with her, and she got caught at the airport. Uh, there's been a lot of support for Britney to be released and come home. There's actually a conversation going on with a trade for her to be released with a serial killer that we have that's of Russian descent. So they're actually trying to consider trading someone who had marijuana with someone who's a serial killer.
Mhm.
Um Now, all right, my opinion and my take on this is quite the opposite of everybody else. Um, I unfortunately don't feel sorry for her. That,
Mm.
and I know a lot of people get heated when I say that, but this is my thing. Um, she's been to Russia multiple times.
Right.
Everyone knows certain things are illegal in Russia.
Mhm.
You went over there knowing that this is an illegal substance in Russia. I'm going to say this to anybody who travels outside of America. You better respect the country that you're going to.
Yeah.
You can't pull that entitled American crap anywhere else in the world. No one cares. No one cares who you are. You go to Saudi Arabia, go ahead and do something. You go to China, go ahead and steal.
Mhm.
See what happens to you.
Mhm.
No one cares. If you break the law, it's like you going over someone's house, respect that person's house.
Mhm.
So she's a grown woman. She's been to Russia multiple times. She knows it's illegal and she had it with her. I don't, I, I'm checked out. Like there's no sympathy from me. Um, there are people going through stuff who are wrongly convicted. Those are the people I care about. I
Mhm.
don't care about an entitled star playing basketball that took an illegal substance had an illegal substance in that country. I'm good on that. I'm not even going to touch on the it's weed and it should be.
Mhm.
I don't. And she's heard the time is too extensive. You can't compare the American judicial system to Russia because it's nothing alike. It's
Yeah.
got one has nothing to do with the other. You go into a country, respect the country. Is the sentence excessive? Yes. But this is my problem. You let yourself be made an example of. No one told you to do that. No one made you do that. You did that yourself. And now these are the consequences of it. Should it be 9 years? No. Maybe 2 months. I don't know what. And this is the whole thing. People always want to compare, well, what's the average? It doesn't matter.
Mhm.
The most important thing people need to learn, life is not fair. Whatever somebody else did or got away with means nothing to you. You want to
Mhm.
keep playing that card, you're always going to be a victim.
Mhm.
And it's not healthy and it's not productive. Like I said, I think it's an excessive sentence, but the whole thing stems from you let yourself be made an example of because you did the initial act.
Mhm.
And this is the thing, I literally had this discussion with my son the other day about right or wrong and him being a black male. I said, sometimes people are going to judge you. So you got to be on the joint 24/7.
Mhm.
And if you ever go somewhere, you got to be respectful of where you're going. In a different country, you're a black man, you may be a target. So
Mhm.
don't do anything stupid.
Mhm.
He's 14. How old is she? I'm going to say she's older than 14, right? So she knows right from wrong. So, and as a black woman, you took that chance. I think it's just that entitled American thing where
Mhm.
maybe you got away with it a couple times. and you didn't think about it. But this one time, like I said, I'm sorry, I just can't. I don't have any sympathy. It's a long sentence, but if you never did it in the first place, I can't I can't give you none. If somebody planted it and they lied on you, I'm with you. I'm riding with you.
Right.
But I'm sorry. No, I can't, man.
Yeah. I mean, man, it's gonna be hard for me to go because I completely agree with everything you said, like from the T. And it's like I'm like, who goes into another country and just thinking the same rules applies in America, like
Like
in that country? It doesn't work
at the
like that.
airport. She's been to the airport multiple times. It's up posted on the airport in English. So don't play
Yeah.
me that it's in Russian and I can't read it. Like, you know what I mean?
It was just stupid on her end. Like, yeah, she made a stupid decision. Like, and she knows she made a stupid decision. Again, like you said, is the 9 years excessive? Yeah, it's excessive. But at the same time, it's like I was telling my wife this. It's like you really can't tell a country how to work their system, right? And you even said so yourself. You can't tell Russia how they work their system or what's not fair or what's fair because that's their
Mm-hmm.
they have their own government, right? They have their own rules different from America,
Yep.
right? Just because we're looking at it like that's excessive, that's crazy. In Russia, that might be the norm.
Exactly.
You know, every society lives different. Um, and she kind of just now. Do I think she's gonna do the whole 9 years? I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
She's going to get out. Only time will tell. But um, yeah, I'm just kind of like like nonchalant about my feelings on this one. It's just she did what she did. It's hard to feel sorry for somebody that put themselves in that predicament like that.
How do you feel about the proposed trade though? Like
Like,
we about to give up a killer for you?
no, we need more trade value than that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hold on, no.
I mean, that just goes to show you how sick this world is. Somebody that's a serial killer. And then it's like, to some degree, what can the president do at the U.S.? Like a lot of people say, oh, if that was LeBron, he would have been home in 2 days. Like,
LeBron would never do that. So let's start
yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
yeah, right. But like, let's just say somebody of his stature, right? So they made that point. Oh, because it's probably because she a woman, she's just in there. LeBron would have been out. But like you just said, LeBron probably would have never been in that situation. But at the same time, what kind of power does the government have to even do such a thing like that? They're not going to go to
They
war,
don't. You're talking about another government. His
right?
power, he has no power. That's
Right.
another country. What do you want to start a war? Because that's the only way that
Exactly. Yeah.
happens. That's
Yeah.
why they try to negotiate. There's nothing there. Yo, people will kill me. You want to go to another country? No, give her back. No, sorry. That's not how this works. No.
Like you literally said it. It's like you can't go into somebody's house and set your own rules.
But as an American, we can because that's we don't respect anybody. We always it's just this entitled American mentality of we can do whatever we want wherever, and people are just going to no,
Mhm.
no, keep playing that crap everywhere else. That's what you're going to keep. That's what's going to keep happening. You better keep that local.
Yeah, and then like her wife. I mean, I understand it's out of desperation, right? Like her wife writing a letter to Joe Biden. Is there anything you can do
No,
at that point? It's out of desperation, because I understand it from a wife point of view or whatever. Like
yeah,
you're not going to just sit around and just do absolutely nothing. Like even though it's not even though that's a long shot, right? You still want to say I at least try to do something.
I get it. You know, what I mean, it looks nice, but I'm sorry, but he doesn't
Yeah.
really. he can't really do too much in that situation. And then at the same time, like, how come nobody say why are you carrying it? Like, why ain't somebody else had that? I'm not,
Right.
and then I'm not condoning it. I'm just on the aspect of like,
Right.
why you got it? Like, give it. There's nobody on the team.
It's like the merchandise, you know.
You know, you ain't supposed to walk. You ain't supposed to walk with it. I'm not condoning this. I'm just saying, y'all don't have someone who travels with the team that, hey, hold this.
A bench player. That's
Right, but that's that entitled. Like, you think you can just, you know what I mean? Because you've been because evidently, I may go on a limb. This isn't your first time doing it because you felt kind of comfortable. Maybe you just got away with it the other times, and maybe this time they just locked on you. I don't know, but you decided to take that with you.
It's some reports that came out, like she tried to justify it somehow.
They always do, don't
I
they?
forget. I
Like,
don't
who
know if I
does it?
saw, and I don't know how true this article was, but like it was something for like medical reasons or something like that.
You know,
Like I just think they were just trying to, out of desperation.
no, I mean it's what they always try to justify. What was the track star who got disqualified?
Uh,
Jamaican, real loud mouth. She's been losing like she
I
just
think,
like Shakari.
yeah, I think her last name Richardson.
Yeah, like, you know
I
what I
don't know
mean.
how to
Like,
pronounce her first name.
they always find some type of there's. You know what? There's always a reason. If you're a victim, there's always a reason for doing something, right? There's always a justification. So that's a victim mentality. So of course, yeah, I had it because medical okay, all right. It doesn't matter though. You're in a country, respect that country. There's no if and but there's no gray area.
Right.
And Russia's Russia. Like, of all the places, like, I'm not even smart. There's certain places you just don't mess with. I'm not going in Russia trying to break any type of law. No
Right.
one thinks of Russia as being like this neutral, nice place. You know what they are. And all they're doing is showing you who they are. So
Right.
how can I be mad at Russia?
I mean, it's the same thing apply here in the U.S. Like, I wouldn't break a law in the U.S. I'm not going to break one, even though
Right.
the U.S. I guess been lenient on that in certain states, but
True. True. I mean, yeah, but that's the US.
right,
That's different.
yeah,
All right.
and we back at square one. It's different, you know.
Yeah. I like you think it's a joke. Go to China and do something stupid. Go to China with some weed or steal something in China and see what they do to you. I bet I bet you the US ain't gonna be trying to negotiate. You're just gonna be done.
Unfortunately,
Type of problems. And maybe this is out of ignorance on my part because I haven't heard anything, but the LBGTQ LMNOP society has been kind of quiet on this one, or am I wrong?
I haven't heard anything.
I certainly heard them trying to protest Dave Chappelle, but why wouldn't they? Where's the protest about getting her out of jail in Russia? They have protests for everything else. Where's
That's a
the
good point.
support there?
That's a good point.
Because she's a very open. She's openly, a lesbian. So why aren't you supporting her? Where's all that action? Where's all that at?
Yeah,
So I just felt that kind of
that's a
little
fair point.
interesting to me.
Yeah,
There's so much energy going after Chappelle at his shows and this, that, and the third. Like,
yeah. I never
all
thought
right,
about that. I
she
never
one
thought
of y'all. Like, why aren't you wilding out right now? Like, why
about
aren't you protesting down in Washington? I don't know.
because
I don't
nobody
know.
hurted their feelings. That's why.
Mm. Russia, where gay marriage is illegal. Like, y'all should just be jumping all over them, right? Because everything that Russia stands for is against what you stand for.
Right.
But they quiet. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Putin shut everybody up for some reason. But
right.